Hi everybody and welcome back to Yukikaze Gaming. Today we're going to be playing more MTG Arena, picking up on a premiere draft of Neon Dynasty that I began off camera. I'll show you guys the deck real quick here. This will be the first time that I'm playing MTG Arena on the channel since I started using my VTuber avatar. And this is the first time that you'll be seeing my avatar with its tail. I just managed to get this all functional tonight, so I'm pretty excited to show this off. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the game audio a little bit because it is a tad loud. Okay, so this is what the deck is looking like. We've got Reckoner Raid, War Paint. Basically, this deck is kind of a three-color weenie deck, which is usually not really what I like to do with aggressive weenie decks, because it means that there's a much higher chance that they won't get off to a fast start from not getting the types of mana that they need, which is exactly the opposite of what you need when you're running three-color. But as I go through the cards, you might kind of start to understand why I did it this way. Basically, I started getting past all these multicolor rares in the same couple of colors, and I had been kind of drafting vaguely in those colors anyway, so I ended up with this kind of mixed deck here, and you can see I've got the specific legend that's in all three of those colors. This is pretty hard to play in limited, but it's also reasonably powerful, so giving it a shot. I did go 1-0 so far, but I am worried that my mana base will end up being kind of my undoing. Anyway, we'll give it a shot, see how far we can get. Check out the store real quick just because that shiny is bugging me. If you've been watching my channel, you'll probably know already that I have kind of OCD about these sort of little shiny notifications and stuff. I just have to get rid of them or they annoy me. And I think they know that when they're developing the game. I think they do that on purpose. But if you're designing like that, then you have to make sure that you're keeping in mind how much you can annoy your players with something like that before it ruins their experience. Because if you're ruining their gaming experience completely, then they're going to stop playing your game. And that's not really worth the trade-off to try to get them to look at a specific screen or something. Okay, I've got all three colors of mana. I've got basically the exact amount of starting land that I want. I've got double black, which is probably the most... or the color that I have the most double in, I think, if I remember right. And I've got a couple of 2-drops. This is pretty good starting hand. And he is a Goblin Samurai. Okay. I'll probably drop him turn 3 just because I can make him give himself haste when I do. Oh, actually I can't because I don't have 2 mountains. That would be a problem. So I'll drop him turn 2. So far my opponent is representing red-green. Okay, that's pretty cool. I wonder what they'll think when I drop 2 legends in a row in a limited draft. I don't think they'll be blocking. They're tapped out. They can't produce mono with that creature yet. Oh. But I don't have enough to be able to give haste as well, so I'll just go ahead and attack first. More swamps. Okay. Defender and reach. Do they have a trick they can use? Oh, they do. That's okay. The heck is this guy do? Legendary enchantment creature, Snake Druid, return him to his owner's hand, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You put a land card from among them onto the battlefield, tapped with the rest in your graveyard. Oh, okay, I've seen this guy before. Kind of annoying, but he's not that bad. I think, though, that I might get rid of him just to be safe. Aha! Here I come! Take that! Oh! Tricksy, tricksy! Interesting. I think my play is I just play both of these. Oh, actually that was a bad idea. I should have held on to my virus beetle. Oops. Interesting. So I've said this before, but when you're in a situation like they are, it's usually better to just hold that last land in your hand to make it look like you maybe still have a trick of some kind. Because if your hand's completely empty, then you have no chance of even possibly bluffing on purpose or on accident that you can do something. That's a weird choice, because there's no way that they can actually come out of this and kill my creature because of the double strike. I think my opponent might be kind of a newer player. I am not really that high in the ranks right now, so I may have been matched against someone who isn't that experienced. And like I said before, I'm holding on to mine now. Going to channel and get myself back. Oh, this is actually a tough one. Goro is actually pretty good at this stage in the game, but I don't think it'll end up mattering. Victory is ours. Success! Great success! It actually doesn't feel that great this time because I feel like my opponent may have been a little overmatched. But hey, free stuff. Oh, mythic rare. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X. You do put X +1/+1 counters on that creature. Song to control. Sorry. 5 or more modified creatures. Remnant of the Rising Star gets +5/+5 and has trample. That's pretty cool. It gives all of your creatures that you cast from then on an X cost. Seems like it's especially powerful and limited. or even some kind of green ramp deck, which, you know, that's one of the things that green is really good at, is ramp. Alright, here we go. Next game. This one's taking a little bit longer than usual. But the Lion Sash? That's such a strong card. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Again, it has a very strong mono base, and that's kind of the most important thing. And I see they're playing green white. They are Lion Sash. Kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Another kitty. More kitty. Okay, big kitty. Oh. No blocks. That's right, go ahead and beat on me. Bully me. I'll show you. Attacking with him was actually probably kind of a bad move right now, because I might have been able to get all three of their creatures to not attack if I had left that blocker open. That was probably a little bit too aggressive. But maybe now they are thinking they need to defend themselves? Or maybe they are stuck because they do not have another land to drop. 6, 8. That's a pretty big attack, but I'm not sacrificing my Lion Sash. Okay, not much I can do about that. Good game. Yeah, I shouldn't have made that first attack. Kaboom! Sometimes things like that just cost you. It happens. The important thing is to learn from it. Okay, pretty good mix of mana. 1 drop, 3 drop. Yeah, I keep that. Start off with the Wrecking Ray. Very aggro play. This card would also work pretty well as some kind of life gain trigger synergy. Interesting. That was, wouldn't have expected that since this couldn't even attack yet this turn. Okay. There's a very good chance. Yep. Of course, I cannot pay 3. So... didn't even get to finish the sentence. There came the counter spell. Blue decks. And it's blue-black, so that's almost always a control deck. think that was actually the right decision. Usually it's better to discard the card, but in this particular case, I need to get as many strong things on the field as quickly as possible to be able to break through their defenses. What they do? Still have some mana open, so they could end up bouncing my creature or killing it or something. Maybe they're going to finish it off with -2/-2? Yep, there it is. Still kill their creature, trampling for 2 damage. Not the worst. Here we go. And this kind of thing is why it's so important that you have big creatures on the field to be able to kind of see through their control. Do I have any artifacts in the graveyard? Oh, I do have the Iron Hoof Core. Now, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to cast it as channel from the graveyard with that effect. That'll be interesting to find out. Menace. Okay, well, I've got plenty of life. I'm okay with taking the damage. Okay, looks like I cannot play it for its channel cost. Oh, that's right. I don't actually have enough mana. Okay, that's no good. So now they're in a position where they have to block me or they have to kill my stuff. And I'm definitely going to Kami's Flare that. They may end up countering it. Nope, I guess they don't have any instants left. Or they're bluffing that they don't have any left. Either way. Out comes the big trampler, which is not great for them with 4 life left. is that? But... oh, okay. That whole business. Right. Oh, no, don't go. Good game. There was not actually a way that they could survive that attack. They had no cards in hand, and I had lethal damage no matter how they assigned their blocker. Because I used that trample effectively. Thank you for joining me on Yukikaze Gaming. I hope you had a good time, and I hope to see you again next time as we continue this draft. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye. Matane.